isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
All right, I did finally will myself to complete The Acolyte. Yeah, this was something. I'm going to try not to go into rants here, and yes, I am a little sick, so sorry if I sound weird. I don't know. I'm to the point with Star Wars TV that I almost just want it to like be rebooted. I don't know. Like some of the Star Wars shows I've enjoyed, The Mandalorian. I liked Ahsoka for the most part. Boba Fett was awful, but this somehow, spoiler alert, it was worse than Boba Fett for me. I know I am not in the minority. A lot of people hated this show. And I'm going to go through why I hated it. And there are reasons. I'm not just hating it just to hate it. I wanted to love it. I will say when I first turned it on, and I think they did the 2 episodes right at the beginning, and I was like, okay, like I see some promise here. The first 2 episodes weren't bad. I was like, this has potential. I like the little line. I think you get it in the first or second episode, the line that the twins say to each other. And I was like, ooh, all these potential. And I do remember when we first heard about this show that we were supposed to see, like, from the dark side's perspective. Yeah, we never get that. The show really focuses on these twins. And I could see if you care about these twins, then you're probably going to enjoy the show. If you get really invested in their storyline, at the end, even though Disney is still sticking with their awful strategy of 6 to 8 below 30-minute episodes, which I think is stupid and does not give enough time for character development or for you to care about things. But if you did get invested in the twins storyline, then I think when it ends, you might get the payoff that they were hoping you to get. For me, I didn't care about the twins. I didn't care about their story whatsoever. I cared about Saul, and really towards the end, I was starting to lose interest in him. And I kind of cared about who I'll call Darth Thirst Trap. I've done forgot what his name was. The main villain of the movie. And that was about it. That was the only thing I really cared about. And there's all these other side plots and side characters going on. Characters are making really ridiculous decisions that make no sense. Characters their moralities flip-flopping back and forth, and it seems like for no reason. Saul, for example, when you find out the whole reason why he even cares or is in this story, it makes no sense. It's like really within seconds, he becomes super attached to one of the twins for no reason whatsoever. And there's just a lot of that. The dialogue is awful. The acting is really bad. And some of these people are like good actors and actresses, and every one of them is just really, really bad. The child actors are bad. The adult actors are bad. It's cringy at times. It's hard to get through. There was one point in time where I almost had to give up on this show. But I'm a completionist. I finished it. Like I said, there's story beats that don't make sense. There's character decisions that don't make sense. There's characters that are beyond stupid. And that's not even going to another level of why are they doing some of the things that they're doing. And it felt like it was just to get through it, almost, is what it felt like to me. I don't know. Now, is there some really cool lightsaber battles? Yes. I think it was episode 4 or 5 where the whole episode was pretty much lightsaber battles. And yes, it was phenomenal. The last 2 episodes, or maybe it was the last episode, had some really cool fight scenes. But I'm sorry, every time they would open their mouth and start to talk, or we would get back into the story, it was just so bad. And it was just, and by then, I was so not interested anymore that even someone like me who loves an awesome fight lightsaber scene, it just didn't bring me back in. And even at the end, we get a couple, I don't know, cameos. We get two shots of two characters who and you would think, oh, that would bring me back in. But at that point, I'm just so over it, and I just don't think that we're going to get another season of the show. That if we do, okay, but I don't feel like it's going to happen, and so it was just one big letdown. And for me, this was the worst Star Wars show by a mile. Because at least in Boba Fett, you got 2 episodes of The Mandalorian in there. It just fell flat on so many levels. And to say I was disappointed is an understatement. If I was going to rate this, and it's going to be hard because I like to get all the Star Wars content on physical media, this will be a hard pass for me. I will not be buying this or watching this ever again. Yeah, if I was going to rate this, it'd be like a good 1 out of 5. Do not recommend. Gosh, Disney, I hope, can fix its ways, because this was not it for me. But I know Darth Easy is one of them who enjoyed the show. There are a few people online who enjoyed it. Not anybody I follow, but I don't know. If you liked it, I'm happy for you. I don't think you're going to be able to convince me otherwise, but I'm happy that you enjoyed it. And I'm sure Disney is happy you enjoyed it. But for me, gosh, I hope Skeleton Crew's good. I'm ready to move on to the next. So until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.